about to air it out plenty this week. It's the Saints and the Dolphins. Next on Madden Football.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, seen a lot at this point in their career, been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ready to send this away. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. He'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. The last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Putting the tight end in motion. Tua now from the gun. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Judy now in motion left. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. We get a pause here. They call for a stoppage as we see Jerry Jeudy injured on the play. Worrying sight given his history, but hopefully it's nothing major. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up. Man in motion out of the slot. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board, the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd quarterback in 2020, it's Jalen Hurts.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
This is ahead for about 5. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he'll get it up to the 44. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Still on his feet. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
First down throwing for Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 32, Hooker brings it in. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On first down, Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Chain on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He fires. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. And as they take the field, Bronk, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular,
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They are now set for 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts throwing again. He brings it in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Running it after the penalty. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Calling 4 yards from there, partner, and still some ground ahead. 2nd and goal coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Has it in close. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. He's loaded another one up. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So that brings up 2nd down. Tight end in motion left. On target to Waddle. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Tua to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He's finds Smith. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
this shotgun, a gift to AJ. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. 3rd and just 2 to go. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Just 1 yard on the play, a couple of real nice stops, forced 4th and 1. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. It's a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
A tight end in motion now. Hurts setting up to throw. Into the hands of Olave. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 47-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. It's caught left side by Hill. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by Chop Robinson.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. A trusty tight end.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 36, completes this one to Hill. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. They send a tight end in motion. Hurts to throw. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. They bring their tight end left. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give it to him again. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here we go, second and very long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Now Hurts on third and long. This one's taken in by Hill. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. If you want to make that tackle, force the fourth down, it took a great defensive effort to do it. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Miami offense headed out there now. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. They're out and set, first and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. Second down now, 7 to go. Now a give on the counter. And he's swallowed up by one of the big guys up front right at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins tie things 10-10. Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Gets this one to Shaheed. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 35-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this 1st half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Dolphins football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down, ball at the 36. They've got a man in motion. 1st down, here's Tua. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag.
Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Tua now from the gun. Finding Judy. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. Judy there to grab it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's Tua again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. To the left side. It's pulled in by Waddle. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good to get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints taking the field for the final time in this first half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That brings us to the break. The visiting Dolphins holding an early advantage. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. Been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Saints offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Hurts. He's got Shaheed. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the play fake, gets Hurts. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Getting out to it. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Kate, I totally get it. Could take a little more risk knowing a field goal's in the back pocket, but still, that is so disappointing offensively. Not even able to get the throw off and give yourself a chance at a touchdown.
Mickey-Tomney's kick is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag.
Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. On the slant, complete to Judy. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Aubrey puts it through. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First down throwing for Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They get 22 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now two at a throw. Got his target. It's Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Into traffic, complete. And he gets him around 6 there. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Tagovailoa now. Has the connection to Smythe. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Tagovailoa again. Near the sideline, Waddle's got it. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Second and 6 coming up here. They kick the running back in motion. Again, it's Tagovailoa. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You gotta react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Throw on third down. Taken in by Smith. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, ball at the 36. Plowing up the middle. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5. Another carry for him. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Tua now from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. 4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'll bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. A give right side to Miller. He gets a couple on 1st, and that'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. 1st down, here's Tua. Called in by Waddle.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
It's a gain of 6. And the Dolphins 1st down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. On target to Waddle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late, and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Starting from the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 23-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Into the hands of Olave. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Motioning one of the tight ends. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack. I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
He's got the first down grab and still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running back sent in motion. From the 31. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. They motion to Waddle over left. Oh, giving it to the wide receiver on 3rd and short. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami. Tua setting up to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing again. Here's Tua. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They managed just 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And that grows their lead to 12.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Saints come marching onto the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They kick the running back in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Taken in by Shaheed. Running down the left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints trim the deficit down to 5. After making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Dolphins to back it on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Got his target. It's Hill. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Falcons isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will get set to take over. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Hurts now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on second down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 5, but they're still well behind the sticks. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
He's back to throw. This is complete to Olave. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tua off the play fake. Finds his man, Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Blown back in the backfield. Oh no, the ball is loose! And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. 2nd and 3 now. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Dolphins breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improved to 2-0. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.